Wilber Group is one of the leading subrogation recovery law firms in the nation, supporting over 300 of the most trusted and recognizable insurance carriers. Wilber provides excellent recovery. We have a great reputation with our clients, and well, let's face it, we get the job done. But when you really break it down, who is Wilber really?
Yeah, so to me, Wilber means great people.
Wilber is the place you can grow and really focus on family and your financial stability.
Being able to work with friends and family.
Family, reputation, legacy, and consistency.
Because it's a great organization that does a lot of good things for wonderful people that are just like me and you.
When I think of Wilber, I think integrity.
When I think of Wilber, I think of us as a family. When I think of what we do at Wilber, I think what we do can be seen as a service to the community. Car accidents are tough for everyone, and I think collectively we just help people navigate that process.
Growing and expanding over the years, there have been many key players that have helped to make Wilber the success that it is today.
So I was a collector, and we were in a bay and had tall cubicles. And like Dawn and Daniel were my go-tos when I was starting out. How else are you gonna learn other than by asking? And that's why the best part was they were right there. Literally, you lean back. Hey, I have a quick question. I have a call. I don't know what to do in Cubs. What am I supposed to hit? And then you lean forward and you're back in your little area.
I started Wilber when we were still on the El Dorado Road, between 30 and 35 people. And I remember Juan Rivera was there, Narita Gonzalez, Eric Carter. Those are the folks that I remember. Courtney Fleming was there also. I think she started a month before me. And Dewan Brown. I started off as a collector, and I really didn't understand what exactly I was collecting on because we didn't have a training team back in those days. I just kind of learned by doing side-by-sides.
And Dina would be the quintessential example of that. On the day that I interviewed her, I interviewed one other person, and I had interviewed the other person first. Dina was second. So I followed Dina out to the parking lot, as I normally do, to see what kind of car she got into. It was a red Cougar, and the license plate had right on it, Pay Up, P-A-Y-U-P. And so I knew I had the right person. That's what tipped the scale for me, was that walk out to the car.
I would have to say Joe Palumbo changed a big part of our company when he came on. He was just such a great resource. He led to other clients in a little different direction for us. He helped us grow. He was a huge jump.
It's no secret, Wilber is a great place to work. We have the best team members. It's a workplace where people matter.
Ken Wilber had a little yellow Post-it note about, I don't know, inch by 2 inches, whatever, with the words "people before profit." And I personally have moved that yellow Post-it note from one monitor to the next, to a laptop, to a thin client. That same little yellow note, I don't know if he still has it with him in Alabama, but I watched it move probably 6, 7, 8 different versions of technology that he used as a personal reminder to him. And I really believe that does fit Wilber's philosophy, that we do want people before profit.
Wilber's been there with my highs. I got married when I was at Wilber. I had 2 children, bought a house, being here at Wilber, and then they've been with my lows. They've been there to support me with the loss of loved ones, and they're there to care for me.
Wilber is an environment where we celebrate milestones, cheer on the wins, and have fun together.
I remember when we used to have cake days and there'd be a $50 bill in the cake. And we were smaller then, so everybody would sit back and wait to see who got the $50 bill. And I remember one year I was so happy because it was my birthday and it was Christmas, so we got the bonus. It was my birthday on top of that, and then out the cake I got the $50. So it was a big score for me that year.
No, I remember cake days were always such a big deal. Like Ken would get everybody together, and at that point, we all fit into the cafeteria area at North. So that was really fun. We all really enjoyed that. But I think at some point we realized like we're getting too big. We were literally overflowing that cafeteria area. We said there's got to be a better way to do this. And so when COVID hit, we changed gears a little bit, and what the creative team felt we could do to kind of help boost the morale during that time with everybody being at home is we did this thing called the Subro Daily Show, which was a super fun, it was daily, it wasn't actually a daily show, it was a couple times a week, but we would have games and we would do we'd have guests on the show, and we would have things where people could send in photos, and everybody loved that so much that when we came back to the office, we decided to continue with that. So every month, we brought back basically the Subro Daily Show, right? And it was just really, really fun, and we've continued to do that ever since, throwing in quarterly parties and big events. Once a quarter, just big crazy parties where we're doing, I remember one of the ones was like sumo wrestling suits. We got people in these big, huge sumo wrestling suits and had people like, knocking each other over in the auditorium. It was just crazy. So I love that. And it's one of my favorite times each month. I look forward to just getting everybody together in the same room and just having some fun together.
Over the years, we've innovated, restructured, and revolutionized the way we work, making Wilber more efficient and profitable.
As I look back at where Wilber's come over the last 13 years from my experience, we were 42 employees when I started, now we're 275, pushing 300. We had one collection manager at that point, now we got an entire team. We had a few adjusters, now there's 40, 50 people over there. This year, we've collected over $125 million already for our clients, just this year. One of the exciting things that we talked about last year was the possibility of opening up a third location outside of Illinois. And so there was a lot of energy, a lot of momentum around that. It was like, wow, we're really growing here. We've got 2 buildings in Illinois and they're mostly full, right? What's another market, another group of people that we could join the Wilber family? And so identified Ohio as a location, and so got to go out there, look at buildings, and kind of almost a little startup feel again. You've got a new team getting built, a new manager, and a lot of momentum out in Ohio as well.
No doubt the growth and success of our company is a direct result of staying true to our core values over time.
The mission's there, the values are there, and they guide the vision of this company with every decision we make.
And we have to look forward to the next right choice in order to get to wherever the Lord wants us to be. Planning past that, I'm not sure. Will we have success? Pretty certain. Exactly what is success going to look like? That's the adventure. We're going to wait and see.
We make a promise to employees when we hire them that, we know that Wilber may not be your lifelong career here, but we're going to make you a better employee the day you leave here than you were the day you joined us.
I can't see myself going somewhere else anytime soon. I love what I do, and the fact that Ken, Wendy, and Michael Kell have been able to give me that opportunity and love on us and show us how to love our employees is just a blessing every single day.